Hey everyone, and welcome back to This Week in Maritime History, where we explore fascinating moments from the past that shape the world's oceans, trade routes, and maritime history. This week, we've got everything from the War of 1812 to the Suez Canal traffic jam of 2021. Let's dive in. We start on March 23, 1815, with the USS Hornet, a brigantine in the U.S. Navy that engaged and captured the British sloop Penguin off the remote island of Tristan da Cunha in the South Atlantic. The twist? Neither side knew that the War of 1812 had already ended a month earlier. This was one of those classic moments where news traveled slower than cannonballs. The Hornet and her sister ship the Wasp are among the most frequently reused names in U.S. naval history. And with stories like this, it's easy to see why. Next, on March 24, 1970, a very different kind of vessel made her way into maritime memory. The 1914 tug Eppleton Hall arrived in San Francisco after a 6-month transatlantic voyage from Newcastle, England. She's now part of the San Francisco Maritime National Historic Park, living out her retirement with a beautiful view of the Golden Gate. Built for the tough work of towing on the River Tyne, Eppleton Hall's voyage to the West Coast was a labor of love and a testament to preservation efforts. On March 26th, we celebrate the birth of Nathaniel Bowditch in 1773. You might not recognize his name right away, but if you've ever navigated by sea, you probably owe him a debt of gratitude. Bowditch's book, The New American Practical Navigator, first published in 1802, became the gold standard for maritime navigation. Even today, over 220 years later, the book is still published, now by the U.S. government, and the 2024 edition is available online thanks to the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. Bowditch helped make complex navigation accessible, accurate, and reliable, and his legacy is still very much afloat. On March 28, 1814, we return to the War of 1812 for the Battle of Valparaiso, off the coast of Chile. The USS Essex, commanded by David Porter, and the USS Essex Jr. squared off against the better-armed HMS Phoebe and HMS Cherub. It didn't go well for the Americans. Porter had previously captured a British whaler named Atlantic and renamed it Essex Jr. But this time, the British had the upper hand. After the defeat, Essex was taken into the Royal Navy and served as HMS Essex until 1837. Another example of how quickly the tides can turn, even in neutral ports. And finally, on March 29, 2021, we wrap up with a very modern moment that still managed to echo the scale of old naval blockades. The Ever Given, one of the largest container ships in the world, was released after being stuck in the Suez Canal for nearly a week. Its grounding completely blocked one of the most vital trade routes on Earth, delaying billions of dollars in global commerce and reminding everyone just how critical and vulnerable our shipping networks really are. And that's it for This Week in Maritime History. From wooden warships to modern megaships, we've seen how much the seas have shaped our world, and how they continue to do so. If you enjoyed this look back through time, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your favorite story, or let us know a maritime event we should include in a future episode. And as always, you can find more info about these ships at ShipIndex.org. Until next time, happy sailing!